Part 2. Azure Moon. Pegasus Moon. Valley of Torment. Having repelled the Imperial Vanguard, the kingdom must now supplement its meager forces. And so it requests reinforcements from Rodrigue, who is busy resisting Cornelia's army in Fraldarius territory.
You made it.
Of course I did.
We received a reply from my father. You should read it too.
Gilbert has filled me in on the details. He tells me you are in immediate need of additional troops. I would like to say that I will gather reinforcements and send them to the monastery at once. However, I cannot afford to leave the front lines for that long. Would you be willing to meet us south of Fraldarius territory in Ailell, the Valley of Torment? Ailell is halfway between the monastery and our territory. There, I will deliver the soldiers you require.
The Valley of Torment?
Ailell lies on the border between Kingdom territory and Alliance territory. Humans dare not approach that place.
There's gonna be a lot of beasts there?
He's right. In Ailell, we can meet up with them without our enemy ever finding out.
Once my old man delivers his soldiers to us, then our war against the Empire can finally begin.
The path ahead will be a difficult one, Your Highness. Deadly, in all likelihood.
True. But what's the point in wavering now? Father, stepmother, Glenn, and even Dedu. I am certain this will bring them great joy.
I'm still mad that Dedu's dead.
I know if I can just offer them Edelgard's head. I just know it.
Ailell, the Valley of Torment.
What's wrong, Father? I didn't expect you to summon me.
I carved this on a whim. I wish for you to take it, Annette.
A wooden doll. You used to make these for me when I was a child.
I still do it, when the mood strikes.
It's so cute. It's... Wait. No. What do you want from me?
I want nothing. I was carving and I thought of you. I remembered how happy you would be as a child when I handed one of these dolls to you.
I was back then, but I'm not a child anymore. It's too late for this now, Father. It doesn't make me happy anymore.
Annette.
I was so lonely after you left. I was always alone. I didn't know where you were or who to turn to for comfort. All I could do was look at the dolls you carved for me and remember you, and weep.
If you don't need it, you can throw it away. It is all the same in the end. I am sorry, Annette. I should have given more thought to my actions.
Father, wait! No, this won't do at all. It would be better to throw this doll away. You are too cruel, Father. Of course I could never throw it away.
Flayn! There you are. I've been looking everywhere for you.
You worry too much, brother.
I think a kidnapping is good cause for concern. I was so worried about you I nearly fainted.
Had that not happened, I would have never been allowed to join the professor's class. Even from something so dire, some good did come of it.
That is a dangerous attitude. This world is full of peril. You must be more vigilant. Please understand, I allowed you to enroll here only because I thought it best for your safety.
I am very much aware of that. You wanted to speak to me of something?
Yes, my dear little sister. You are kind beyond all measure, and you are the very picture of innocence. But precisely because of these very fine qualities, I worry about your interactions with the others here. The youths of our army are particularly eccentric. As your brother, it is my duty to help you with any concerns you may have.
I do appreciate the offer, but all the students and professors have treated me exceptionally well.
Even so, there must be at least some worry. Please, you need not conceal anything from me.
You worry far too much. There is truly nothing to share, and nothing for you to fret over.
Are you absolutely sure? The idea of you suffering in silence is unbearable to me.
Enough! I made it clear that nothing is wrong. I stand by my word. Well, there is one concern that comes to mind.
What is it? Tell me. I will help however I can.
There is a certain somebody who seems determined to get in the way of my friendships with my classmates.
What? That's horrible. Fear not. I will handle this scoundrel for you. Just tell me his name.
It is you, brother. Now then, I must be on my way.
Snap.
What was Flayn getting at just now? Let's see, I was speaking to her. I asked her to share her concerns, and... was there something else? No matter. Fear not, Flayn. Your brother will protect you from all harm.
Well, welcome me back to some more Fire Emblem 3 Houses. We're now in the Academy activities of Chapter 15. So if you've watched up until this point, I thank you. And for those that usually stop by this point, could you let me know why you don't watch through the entire thing in the comments? Because I want to kind of change that. I want to make this more interesting for people. Alright. There probably won't be too much to do in this one. Just mainly talking to people and these quests and all that. So, 3 shops. I was looking at the last quest there. I think that's has to do with Anna. But 3 quests. Supply run. We're low on resources. If you can help, I would be much obliged. From Gilbert. And this is from a merchant. Undercover commerce. Looking for help exporting goods. Individuals lacking discretion need not apply. I wonder if that's a battle related one. Of course, it's Anna. The secret shop. Urgent. I need help finding something. See me right away for details. I'll make it worth their while. Promise. Alright, so let's go ahead and see what Gilbert has for us.
These past 5 years, Lord Rodrigue worried for His Highness more than any other. But I wonder what he would say if he saw what has become of Dimitri. I have a request.
I wonder if I had those already.
Thank you very much.
Oh, so I did.
You're not a teacher anymore, and we're not your students, but everyone still calls you Professor. Is there something you'd rather be called?
Call me by my name?
Oh? Alright then, I'll call you... nope, sorry, can't do it. Too weird.
That is just fine. Oh, Sylvain's here.
Ailell, the Valley of Torment. Oh man, I really do not want to go there.
Why not?
That place is crazy hot. For guys like me, who grew up somewhere cold, man, it's gonna be rough.
I, for one, hate the cold, and it's cold down here in Florida right now.
Well, I guess that climate will keep our enemies at bay.
What do you have for me?
Can you help me?
Don't tell anyone, but I'm actually an Almiran merchant. I'm looking to export some goods from Fodlan and sell them back to my homeland. If you help me out, I'll reward you handsomely. Search for rare Fodlan goods that will please the merchant from Almira. I did that earlier. Okay. It's Anna.
Hey, how about a favor?
It's gone. Gone, I say. I can't do business without it. Hey you, get it back for me. I'll cut you the deal of your life. Find the secret thingy that Anna is looking for. It seems that if you do, she will open up her secret shop. What the heck am I looking for? Okay. I don't know what I'm looking for. Let's talk to the gatekeeper. You're in Smash too.
Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report. Is everyone setting out on a big campaign? Not exactly. Ah, so you're meeting up with the reinforcements. Well, you can leave guarding this place to me. I'll keep an eye out for anything suspicious.
You know how to do your job. You get a raise. Let's see.
Hello there.
I'll need to go to the garden at some point. And there's a fishing spot. What's up, Annette?
We can take back the kingdom, we'll recover our soldiers. And some food and supplies too, I bet. Most importantly of all, there are people in the kingdom waiting for our help. Even His Highness understands that, I'm sure of it. Yet, he wants to take on the Empire despite all that.
We'll take them on eventually. I just did this to spite him. But I completely forgot what I was listening to when they were talking about it anyway.
Do you think he just doesn't care about anything other than fighting Edelgard anymore?
You may be right.
He wasn't always like this. What happened?
Edelgard happened.
Professor!
Guard! Oh wait, okay, there's someone over here. Oh, it's Ash.
The Kingdom Capital or the Imperial Capital? I don't know which is the right way.
I already chose.
If we tried to take on the Empire like this, would we really stand a chance?
Nope.
With House Fraldarius under attack, they probably can't spare many soldiers. On the other hand, if we did manage to take the Imperial Capital, the war would be over. I'm no good at thinking through this kind of complicated stuff.
That's why you leave the thinking to me. What's the harvest bring? Holy crud. Dang it. I wanted to see what the boa fruit was again. Okay. I'll probably end up looking into that later anyway. Don't sure. Okay. But the garden one isn't too important. Oh, C-roll, what's up, buddy?
Gotta clean out the storerooms, tend the flowers, do the washing, dust the library.
Sounds like a lot of work.
Well, it's my job, you know. Gotta do your job. Like you gotta have other stuff you ought to be doing, yeah?
I would have picked the other option, but I thought the option that I picked would have given me a heart. But it didn't, which was dumb. Because, like, he never wants help.
Ailell, the Valley of Torment? What kind of a name for a place is that?
It sounds scary. Do I really have to go with you? Hey, here's an idea. Maybe let the recluse stay home and hold the fort.
We'll see, Bernie. We'll see. Because what I want to do with, like, the auxiliary battles and the upcoming paralogue battle, because there is one.
Well...
So what I want to do with those is use my lower level people to level them up. Now I'm pretty much just looking around trying to figure out what to actually do. So I have to talk to freaking everybody. Let's try. Oh, what's up, buddy?
I am steeling myself to see my father again. I can't stand that old man.
You really hate him.
Yes, I do. Above all, I hate the crazed nonsense that comes out of his mouth.
5 years later, and you still hate him. Let's go ahead and do this. I'm so freaking close. Alright, okay, yeah, she definitely got this.
I will destroy you!
Nice.
I'm not dying here.
It would have been better if you got it as the first hit.
For Gerald!
I'm just gonna fast forward through this if she's just gonna dominate. Oh yeah, she's got this.
Next try! Alright, who's next?
Oh, okay.
Next try! How about a curtsy?
A winner is her. It was a good pick. I would have picked Dimitri if he was there. I'm pretty sure she can't use it.
It seems Arianrome, one of the kingdom's sturdiest fortress cities, has fallen to the Empire. It looks like Count Ro didn't resist, and switched sides to the Empire straight away, repaying all that the royal family has done for him with betrayal. How shameful.
For shame. I wonder if I could do the tournament again. What? I could do the tournament again.
How's this?
There are enemy spies around. Remain vigilant. Capture anyone who seems suspicious.
Alright, I will.
I'm glad you understand. I'm counting on you.
She has a point, because I think that one guy from the end of the cutscene is a spy.
I heard we're headed to the Valley of Torment. I'm not exactly thrilled. That place is supposed to be really, really hot. Just the thought of it makes me uncomfortable.
You want to stay here?
Oh, that's not a bad idea. Though, if our enemies attacked while I was here, that would be a pain too. Who names a place Valley of Torment? A more inviting name would have been nice. Valley of Endless Summer. Something like that.
Dorothea talking to Mercedes.
This is all a bit troubling, isn't it? The people from the kingdom seem to be of two minds as well. Can we really plan to fight when we're this unsure of ourselves?
Maybe fighting will actually help.
You think once we're face to face with the enemy, it might help us band together? I hope so.
I don't know about everyone else, but heading to the Empire seems like a good idea to me. The search for Lady Rhea will be so much easier if we can just get the Empire out of the way. I suppose Dimitri might still pose a problem, though. He seems so fixated on the Imperial capital, but I get the feeling he's not even sure what he wants anymore.
Yeah, I don't know what I want either.
It seems some of our friends believe that if we get those reinforcements, we'll be set for provisions, too. But I think it's best not to hold our breath on the food front. With the added headcount from the reinforcements, there will be even more mouths to feed.
I think the kingdom doesn't seem to have clear goals holding them together. Different people have different priorities. The situation right now is difficult, but at times like this, you have the opportunity to really shine, eh, Professor? You're in charge. Show them what you're made of. I'll do what I can to help.
Thank you, Eloise. Oh. What's up, Seteth?
Meeting reinforcements in the Valley of Torment seems an astute decision to me. In that land of oppressive heat, it is unlikely that we will be disturbed.
Unless there's something that likes heat that goes there.
It also means we will need to contend with those harsh conditions ourselves, however. Best ensure we are well prepared.
Might as well.
I'm getting the hang of this.
That's probably the most I've heard him say in this entire game.
Say now, to the north of Garreg Mach lie the territories of the Karen and Galatea houses, former lords of the kingdom. Even though their territory is being nibbled at by the Empire, they are still clinging to their neutrality. Since they only display enough force to defend their borders, I suppose the Empire has no incentive to attack them with any real strength.
Where is Flayn? There she
Professor.
is.
It has been only 5 years, yet so much has changed. Half of the kingdom has fallen to the Empire. Skirmishes are rife throughout the Alliance.
This is part of the stage in Smash.
Despite such tumult, we look upon the same sky, unchanged by the storm happening beneath it.
Do you wish to return to those days?
Yes, it would be nice, I suppose. Things were simpler then. Or so they seemed to be at the time.
Well then.
The monastery repairs have made solid progress. Most excellent news.
Most excellent. Oh, I was pretty close too, because Flayn's back there.
When we first returned here, I was unsure what we were going to do with the ruins of this place. But if we can get the cathedral rebuilt, we'll have it looking just like old times soon enough.
I have lived inconspicuously these past 5 years, so as not to be discovered by the Empire. To be able to finally return to the monastery again is overwhelming. I hope that our brothers and sisters who ran far away will also return one day.
It is imperative that we regroup with those who continue to resist. Most importantly, we must join up with the Fraldarius family. If we do, our ability to reclaim the Kingdom Capital is ensured. We should aim for this outcome, rather than focusing our efforts on the Imperial capital. This seems to me the best strategy at present. But I feel what His Highness feels. His hatred, his anger, so keenly, as if it were my own. So I find it difficult to oppose his wishes.
Wait, will he actually talk to me this time?
Go away. I can't believe it. The Valley of Torment. I'd heard of it, but I never expected to go there. It's exciting. I wonder what the landscape is like.
You do paint. It sounds dangerous.
It probably is dangerous, but I still want to get there and see it as soon as I can.
We weren't related by blood, but Randolph was still my uncle.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Seeing him end up that way was... Never mind. It's nothing.
I'm so sorry.
It's fine. I don't need your sympathy. It's not like I had any real connection with him anyway. But Dimitri's methods... I don't know. I'm sure he never trusted me, being born in the Empire and all.
Gilbert was a knight to the royal family of Fargus? What was a man like that doing in Garreg Mach, I wonder? Who knows? Whenever I tried to ask about it, he'd change the subject and avoid giving a proper answer.
Do this. Zoltan's Beast Idol. A valuable idol created by the master craftsman Zoltan, who was widely thought to have only made weapons. Okay. So I guess that other shiny thing right over here, like, let me just move it over there. Right near my quarters is probably what I'm looking for with Anna.
Strategically speaking, our best move is probably to head for the Kingdom Capital. Though, I think it's more likely that Lady Rhea is in the Empire, so I would not object to taking the fight directly to Edelgard.
Like, why are we talking about this like this is still a choice? I made the choice already. We're going to Fhirdiad.
There are no right or wrong answers in war. What do you think we should do? I hope with the goddess's guidance, we can make the right choice.
Anna's secret thingy. The mysterious object that Anna needs to open her secret shop. It's too incredible to behold. Now this is the sauna. Where that dude is.
Nice job.
Thanks for helping me out. Here's your reward. It's a stuffed nader bear. Cute, right? This toy is incredibly popular with Almiran children these days. Feel free to show it off, but don't tell anyone where you got it from.
Appreciate it.
Thanks, friend. That's a huge relief. Now I can finally open up shop. I'll be sure to swing by the monastery again to keep an eye on the schedule and bring lots of gold.
Welcome.
I don't know who to buy for. Convoy. Her stuff is expensive. Silver shield, hex, lock. That's for, okay, protection and resilience. Okay, so the goddess ring, I got one of those. It ups luck too. It's awesome. Yeah, so she sells master seals and all of this stuff.
Is that the one?
I was gonna go ahead. Oh, just sells them in general. Okay, I'll just buy a master
Thanks
seal.
a bunch.
I don't know who's gonna need it. I'm broke.
Come back soon.
Thank you, Anna. Depending on how long this ended up being, I might put some supports at the very end of this. So, if there are any supports, I'll just cut straight to them. I'll list them right here on the screen for you.
Finally, I notched a win against you.
Almost had you.
True, it was a narrow victory. When we spar, I feel like I'm revisiting my past.
Why?
It's like training with my brother. He always won, always, and died before I could win a single bout. From the first time I held a sword, all I wanted was to surpass him. And that's what drove me to become so strong. Perhaps it's absurd to say such a thing, but I've spent all these years training for a duel with a corpse.
You found an answer to my question.
Yes, I suppose I did. I can never again spar with my brother, not unless he climbs out of his grave. Still, I continue my endless pursuit of strength. Maybe because I have a new opponent to measure myself against.
Who?
You, obviously. I beat you this time, but when we next cross swords, who knows what might happen. It was a close match, not a crushing victory. I know that I can do better. I will surpass you in strength, and then I'll become stronger still.
And then?
And then, when this war is over, I won't have as many chances to swing my sword. I can hardly imagine that. Anyway, thank you for helping me find an answer to the question you asked all those years ago.
You're welcome, Felix. That ends their support conversations.
Ooh, you're keeping your room really tidy these days, Hilda.
I'm pretty good at cleaning, I found out. I guess I was being lazy before.
No, really?
I figured that if I left it to somebody else, I might lose another vase.
I'm sorry again about that. And about all of the other things I knocked over, too.
Yeah, the shelves and the chairs and my clothes and my makeup.
I'm sorry. I said I'm sorry. I put everything back, didn't I?
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. You know, Annette, you should try to be a little more selfish.
That was a quick change of subject.
You said how hard you've been working not to disappoint your family. You cleaned my room, or tried to, because I was feeling overwhelmed. You're always taking on other people's burdens.
You might be right. It could be nice to do something for myself sometime. But if I hadn't tried hard for other people's sakes, maybe I wouldn't have tried at all. I might not have made it this far. So really, I don't regret a thing. Who I am now is the sum of everything I've done.
You're so soft-hearted, Annette.
You really think so?
I didn't mean it as a compliment. But anyway, I just thought of something you can do for me. You can take a nap with me.
A nap? But I'm not done with my chores.
Yeah, I could use a little shut-eye, and it feels nice to snuggle up with someone. So, why don't we lie down for a bit?
Are you sure it's okay to nap right now? I still have stuff to do for the professor.
Oh, it's fine. It's fine. Later I'll help you with your stuff, and it'll be done in no time.
Oh, fine. Just for a bit. The sunlight coming through the window is awfully nice.
Isn't it? Nothing better than a nice lazy nap in the middle of the day.
It really is relaxing.
already dozing. She must have needed this nap really bad. I'm feeling a little drowsy myself. Sleep well, Annette.
And that ends their support conversations. Until then, I'll be seeing you.